Hi, I'm Mike Grocott and welcome to this supplementary video for my book, How to Be Better at Networking, in person and online. A lot of the networking events that you go to, I'm guessing, might provide you with food and drink. And sometimes it's just a little bit awkward. You've got food, you've got drink, you need to shake hands, you need to chat. So it's not always easy to manage that. So what I'm going to do in this short video is just to give you a few tips on the best ways of juggling food and drink at a networking event. No, not that sort of juggling. Here we are. We have some food and we have some drink. Somebody comes over to say hello. What are you going to want to do? Probably shake hands. And of course, you've got a problem. Both hands are full. So the first rule of thumb is don't ever have both hands full. What are you going to do then? Well, this is where the second tip comes in. Make use of tables. So if you are near a table, then what you can do is you can just put your food down or your drink down, for example, and then you haven't got both hands full. Here I am with my drink, which is on my right hand, and I would naturally drink with my right hand because I'm right-handed. If somebody comes over to shake hands, of course, I would just move my glass over to my left hand and then shake their hand. The problem is that this hand is now at the same temperature as whatever was in my glass. So in this case, it's a little bit cold. And that's not going to feel particularly pleasant for the person with whom I'm shaking their hand because it will feel cold. And if you've never met them before, that's just not a good first impression. So the next tip is wherever possible, drink with your left hand. If you're drinking with your left hand, then your right hand is free and at room temperature. So if somebody were to come over and shake hands, then you're shaking hands and it's a much more pleasant experience. Same sort of thing applies to food. Now, a lot of the time, obviously, you eat with your right hand, naturally, if you're right-handed. And so you might be quite happily eating away. And then, of course, somebody comes over and you want to shake hands. Now, the problem is you've been eating with this hand, and so it's got on it whatever was the last thing you've eaten. So it might have a bit of a cheese or a bit of grape or, heaven forbid, barbecued chicken drumsticks. You now have a problem because your right hand is sticky or whatever, and it's just not going to be pleasant to shake hands with that other person. So again, wherever possible, eat with your left hand. If you're eating with your left hand, then your right hand is just holding your plate. So when somebody comes across and wants to shake hands, you can just simply transfer your plates to your other hand. Your right hand is then clean, probably around about room temperature, so then you can shake hands and not make a bad impression. So it's just a few simple things to do. And of course, the other thing that it's good to have is a napkin. If you've got a napkin around, then you can just make sure that if you do get a little bit of residue on your hands or whatever, then you can make sure that it's all clean for the next person that you're going to shake hands with. So there we go, just a few tips on how to juggle food and drink at a networking event. No! This has been a supplementary video for my book, How to Be Better at Networking in Person and Online. You can find all of the resources for my book on my website at www.intercog.co.uk. Thanks for watching.